You're watching EVH Gear TV, brought to you by Mike's Music. Visit Mike's Music online for all your EVH and other gear needs. Microphones for EVH Gear TV are provided by RØDE Microphones, and official Van Halen merchandise is provided by VanHalenStore.com. Now, here's your host from Ontario, Canada, EVH Gear artist Eric Broadbent.
Hey everyone, happy Wednesday to you all. This is EVH Gear TV. We are not live. Unfortunately, we had some technical problems this evening. We thought it was our internet connection here, so I have to apologize. I had people tuning in a couple different times to try and catch the broadcast starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time like usual, and just could not connect. And my first suspect was the internet connection here, thinking, with the storms and everything we have here in southwestern Ontario, thinking that was the problem. It wasn't. I did a speed test with my provider, and I've got lightning fast speed, so I'm going to blame the culprit on YouTube. That's the only thing I can think of. I didn't do a check to see if there's any issues technically with YouTube, but with my speed being as fast as it always is, as far as the report, I can only blame YouTube at that point. So we've elected to record this video as if we're being live. Unfortunately, we won't be able to read comments, in the live chat and things like that as well too. But anyways, Eric Jr. is joining me as well. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. You?
Awesome. Your mic working good?
Mm-hmm. I
All right.
believe so.
Yes, it is. We got level. We're good. Okay, so unfortunately, there's several things we're going to be doing this evening. I was going to be unboxing a package that arrived from RØDE, and actually it wasn't what I was expecting. And I have unboxed the actual box, and I looked inside because that, I figured, well, we weren't going live, so let's take a peek inside. It wasn't what I was expecting, and it's a very, very cool treat and gift from RØDE. So I'm going to show you that in a moment. We're going to go over, I promised everyone some personal thank yous for birthday wishes that they sent me. My birthday was 3 days before Christmas there on the 22nd. And I promised everyone a personal thank you, and I'm going to stick to my word on that. And fan mail questions. We've had a few of those, so I've got those loaded on the iPad. We'll read some of those. Just a few, 4 or 5. And we'll do that. We're going to show Junior's guitar, but we'll do that on another episode probably in the very near future. Maybe over the weekend we'll do that. We'll do an episode just for him, and we'll show your new Eastwood Airline guitar. You're pretty excited about it, right?
Yes, for sure. It's a very, very nice guitar when we got it out of the box.
Awesome. So we're going to start off with the RØDE package here as well, and this is very cool. Came in a really, really cool gift box kind of style thing, packaged well inside the other box. So we'll start with this. And letter from this, really, really nice. Embossed and writing and everything like this. And a lot of my fellow YouTubers, I'm sure some of you guys have maybe got this package as well too. Some of the guys that I know out there using RØDE products. And first of all, this marks, I think, a full year now? I have to double check the first day that RØDE come on as a sponsor on the show. I think it's been the first year, or maybe just a little bit longer, but it's been an incredible pleasure working with RØDE. We really enjoy the products here in the household, don't we?
Yes, for sure.
So the letter, personalized letter, very, very nice. Not stamped, signed in real pen. Says, please welcome the RØDE A1 or A1-1, the studio made simple. Dear Eric, I hope this package finds you well and that life is rocking along. I just wanted to take this moment to personally introduce you to the latest innovation. Bless you.
Sorry about that. From
the RØDE campus, the 100% Australian designed and made audio interface, AI-1. Sorry, that's AI-1. I'm assuming acoustic or audio interface. Manufactured from hefty cast aluminum and designed with impeccable discrete preamp and headphone amp, the AI-1, the best quality for price offering in the single channel interface market bar none. Are you okay?
Yes, I am.
All right, good. It's also incredibly easy to use thanks to the thoughtful design Nutric combo jack, USB class compliance, and USB bus power. It even handles phantom power, zero latency headphone monitoring. So in other words, no delay when you're trying to hear your instrument or your voice. Monitoring and balanced speaker outputs on the rear. I urge you to give it a run with your favorite RØDE microphone or plug in an electric instrument into the combo jack. The results will astound you. Check out a song recorded using the AI-1. And I know I'm going to keep saying A11. I got to say AI, so hopefully I'll get that. By Sydney artist Michael David at rode.com/AI1. So check that out as well if you guys are into that.
I didn't do it that time.
That's good. I got it. All right. We'll be selling the AI-1 individually, but are launching the interface in December as part of the new complete studio kit, which comes with RØDE's NT1 studio condenser microphone, SMR shock mount, which you see like this here, I believe, and Pop Shield XLR cable, which is incredible. You don't usually get cables with your kits anymore. USB cable, another thing you normally don't get. And for a limited time, Ableton Live software, redeemable at rode.com/Ableton. Love to hear what you think of the AI-1, and please reach out to the marketing team with any questions. All the best, Damien from the Rode people. Fantastic. Very, very nice. Thank you. Let's have a look at the actual. I was super impressed with this. Let's try to take this out of the box.
Or maybe you can show it from the camera without like fully taking it out yet.
Yeah, okay. All right. So there you go. Don't mean to cover up Junior. So real nice, almost like a Christmas package. All right. I've always said this about Rode. I've said this in some of the reviews I've done for the products. The packaging alone before you get into the product is absolutely...
It's like Christmas all over again.
Yeah, but the quality of the boxes...
It's rich.
The manuals. So here it is here, the complete studio kit with audio interface, NT1 and AI-1. I don't mean to cover you up, but I am so very, very sorry. So there's the unit in itself. So let's have a look inside.
Very fancy what they do with it.
Yes.
I really like it because it's very unique and
I know.
all that.
All right, so I'm going to cover you up just for a brief second. I don't mean to cover your face, but this is a real tall thing here. So there's what we have inside. We have the pop filter up at the upper right, the actual interface here, the bottom right, quick start manual. Okay, I don't get you there. I'm not covering your face. There is, what's that right there? Say hello to your new studio, and this is for the Ableton. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but I am familiar with the software. I've just never been sure how to pronounce it. Ableton. Yeah, Ableton is how you pronounce it. The shock mount. Microphone cover, which is great, and there's something inside that too, which I'm not sure what that is yet. We'll figure that out in a moment. That feels like it might be a flash drive, maybe. I'm not sure. Yeah, go ahead. You can actually, you want to open it up for me and take a look? Just turn your mic. Actually, you can keep your mic on. And then, of course, a NT1 microphone, and that's actually what I'm using right here for speaking. That's my main microphone for my speech here. The shock mount. These shock mounts are incredible. It's actually snapped in there, so I'm not going to take out the shock mount, but I'll just try to lift it up again and show that. What is that? Oh, nice.
Pins.
Very nice.
I'm keeping these.
Let's have a look. Well, that's cool. Very nice. So
I'm keeping those.
So microphone, the actual interface, which is cool. Very, very nice. I like that. Very cool. This is a real added touch, and it is a flash drive.
Let me see those pins again.
Yep.
Holy, dude.
Fantastic. Twist me. Look at that. That's very cool. I like that. I don't know what's on this yet. Maybe that's the software. I'm not sure. Maybe it's a driver for the unit. I'm not sure on that yet. Some people that have this unit may already know more than me. But
these pins are awesome.
They're very cool. They're very cool. We'll check that out as well later. And underneath, like I mentioned, there is actually an XLR cable. They've given you everything that you need to start recording. So if someone's looking to start recording some guitar and bass and vocals, and they don't really have a mixer, like a big mixer like I have here, you can hook this. Here's the interface right here, and it weighs literally a ton. It's very solid. I think they said aluminum, but it weighs more than the average guitar pedal. Let's try to show that up a little closer. Yep, there we go. All right, like that. And so you've got your balanced microphone input plus a guitar input. Headphone, when I say guitar input, I mean like a line instrument. You've got your volume there as well too, your headphone monitoring, headphone jack right there, and on the back you've got USB, and you've got your left and right balanced outputs to go to your mixer as well for another, or maybe like your powered monitors and whatnot. So absolute phenomenal quality. They've, I keep saying Rode really outdoes themselves when it comes to quality. This thing is a tank, is an absolute tank.
Did you say dank?
Tank. No, it's a tank. It's a tank. You and your dank memes. No, I don't. I'm too old to say the word dank.
Yeah, no.
There's dank memes.
Get out of here. No one wants to hear that.
I know. No, this is awesome. And then of course your USB cable as well too, with real nice Velcro Rode wire tie kind of things. This is absolutely fantastic. Let's see if I can grab the XLR cable just to show you. I might borrow you, Junior, here. Actually, you know what? I can grab it.
Oh yeah.
Here we go. So well packaged kit. So it looks like here probably a good 10 to 15 foot Rode XLR cable. This will be nice. I love their wire ties. I'd like to get more of these from them just for that alone. They're beautiful. Yeah, this is probably a good 15 foot cable. So that'll hook up from the interface to the or from the microphone to the interface, I should say. So that is it. That is the complete studio kit. NT1 and AI-1 condenser microphone and studio quality interface. Everything you could ask for: the mic, the interface, the SMR shock mount and pop shield, XLR cable, and USB cable. You can get yours at RØDE.com. So I really want to thanks. I had no idea, literally no idea this was coming, because to be honest with you, we were expecting something else. Something else coming from RØDE. I'm going to be switching this microphone for another one of their microphones. I won't give that away yet. And also some real nice swag that's coming as well too. Hoodies and shirts and things like that as well too. So I won't say what the microphone is, and we will show the swag and all that stuff on the air as soon as that comes in. So we've unboxed that. Very, very nice. Huge thank you to RØDE on that. Really, really very thankful.
These pins are the bomb.
They're pretty cool, aren't they? Very cool.
I'm gonna keep these.
All right. Let's go over now. I want to do this. We're gonna, fortunately, now that we're not going through the chat, it'll go through a little quicker, and this won't be as long of a broadcast or a video for you to watch. So I promised everybody I was going to send out some personal thank yous for the birthday wishes. So here we go. If you're not into listening to birthday wishes, you can skip this part and go on to the next part as well too. So
Sorry, no annotations.
No annotations anymore. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna try to breeze through this as well. So thank you everyone for the birthday wishes. Birthday wishes shout outs go to my very beautiful Sandra Lee, Samantha Meredith, Lisa Carlson Finn, Darren Moore, Adam Reaver, Chris Canella, Tyson Seal, Ron Pio, John Ditta, Thomas Santiago, Derek Fuller, Pedro Samp, Jamie Trevino, Alex Leon, Daniel Kufan, Dolores Fisher, Barbie Damaris, Kevin Landorf, Gary White, Tracy Mix, Randall and Carmen Fisher, Jen Broadbent, Stephanie G., David Finn, Rory Joe Olette, Troy Johnson, Bruce Bryant, Jeff Alexander, Jeannie Copy. I please forgive me if I pronounce these names wrong. I'm horrible for that. Dave Croy, Jerry Vigis, Eric Degenhart, Gary Hoey, Rob Ashby, Debbie Carter, Crystal Crone, Artilio DeGresti, Paul Humphreys, Brenda Mestemaker Babcock, Leanne Allison, Dee Murkis, Dan Wilhite, Charles Wiley, Greg Newman, Chris Fontanelli, Tony Gallipo, Ray DeLeon, Timmy DePaul, Johnny Womack, Pat Pop, Dan Alvarez, Joel Peters, Rick Kreifelt and his beautiful wife Joanna Kreifelt, Mike Copley, Rob Johnson, T-Bone Matley, Stacy Knight, Dave Reich, John Griffin, Christopher Miles, Brett Frenzy, Billy Ernest, Mark Day, Michael Smith, Mike Cheever, David Rand, Brent Cohn, I'm running out of breath, Scott Smith, Randy Clark, Sandy Peak, Sean Tubbs, David C. Jones, Scott Spalding, Ryan Robb, Eamon Wise, Lamont Maurice Laws Sr., Paul Shedden, Ace Palacio, Carlo Santin, Mitchell Robinson, Mike Palermo, mikesmusiconline.com. See how good I am at saying the promos. Craig Barrett, Chet Farrell, Jim Clark, James Poulin, Kevin Derbyshire, Marina Sanchez, Stan Coker, Sang Q Kim, John Jung, Eddie Steves, and John Jung's birthday is today, I believe. Happy birthday to you, John. Troy Broadwell, Raymond DeVilla, John Paul Tushy, Rick Christensen, Jordan Mead, Joe Aguelo, Sean Silas, Rodney Harrison, Stacy Knight, Jimmy Burkert, Edwin Veneza, Paul Tenney, Thomas Lopez, Chris Neareth, Frankie Campagna, Fernando Tavares, Bud Rivera, Yusra Shehi, Chris Shaw, Scott Tucker, Jared Grumblet, Joe Zapata, Bill Broadway, Joshua Sears, Kevin Valahorra, Joe Falkowski, Mario Carrero, Tommy McDermott, Daryl Jubinville, Mitch Gerber, Jim DeCola, Jed Gilbert, Stephen Minksoff, Steve Rader, Nick Broadbent, Mike Sands, Sean Jackson, Greg Peterson, James Todd, Dave Nassie, Sean Jensen, Chuck Swinford, Kevin Schroeder, Mark Taylor, Chris Black, Ryan Etherington, Mike Power, Bill Wetstein, Deco Wanderley, Koangai. I really pronounce that bad, I'm sure.
Don't worry, guys. Only 250 more to go.
No, it's not that many. Brad Bull and Brian Beck with Mitch Malloy, Butch Jones, Stephen Christian, Little Sammy, Ralph Ruiz, Rob Welch, Lee Gordon, Eric Bokowski, Warren Hughes, Dan Ganari, Steve Boykin, Jason Cotter, Juan Carlos Velas, Dwayne E. Watson, Brian Hudson, Jeff Wilson, Jamie Uhas, Derek Gasper, Sean Lloyd, David Burnett, Cheryl Jones Ashby, Richard Henderson, Tony Fuentes, Matthew Wilson, Dave Brandon, Deanna Eads, Rob Anthony, Darren Soares, Sazerax Loberg, Lisa Geringer, John Quitscheiber, Deb Smith, Barry McGrath, John Chillingworth, Dave Russell, Chris Armstrong, Jeff Humphreys, Paul Fletcher, Jake Morelli, Les Bellin, Jared Rock, Mark Underwood, Scott Bodden, Eric Evans, Jay Hale, Mary Justine Lentz, Howie Kittleson, Eric Johnson, Jay Palmer, Amberly Sullivan. By the way, Amberly is a voice you'll hear on the show a lot. You're watching blah, 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 EVH Gear TV. That is her voice. She's been part of the show for a very long time, and she's also the outro credits as well. Brett Rappa, Jimmy Martin, Marco Augusto Rosignol, Peter Wolf, Cameron Brown, James Ulmer, Mark Lepsick, Lepsick, I think, LEP CZYK, Jeff Hurst, Matt Squires, Will Ellison, Mike Rodriguez, David Kinsman, Nicole Hunter, James Bukowitz, Bukowick, Paul Horton, Thomas Floriani, Peter Height, Paul Richardson, Gord Cheney, Tony Scott, Chris Ivankovic, Chris Kerr, Gerald Finn, Patrick DeCola, Marcelo Vieira, Daniel Gomez, Robert Matutz, Todd Stewart, Nozumo Sakata, Jamie Humphreys, Black Wolfgang Mark, Rich Antonelli, Thomas McLaughlin, Luca Ferreira, Ricky Steele, that's George, Karapouloutidis. I'm really sorry on that. I know I said that wrong. Karapouloutidis. I'm sorry. Neil Morris, Adam Brown. I'm just going to say George K. How about that next time? And George is a Patreon supporter as well, too. Cosimo Nave, David Glazer, Mike Fleming, Richard Galbraith, Leslie Pfeffer, Sean Kearns, Quentin James, Brad Peddle, Adam Olive, Ulysses Daniel, Zawawa, Pete Roberts, Jamie Uhas, John Hurley, Greg Mara, DJ Astrick, Rob Cunningham, Jared Frost. We're on the home stretch. Craig Rendels, Will Dunham, Jose Mauricio Geraldo, his birthday as well. Happy birthday, buddy. Yesterday, I believe. Koji Brash, and it might have been even today because I've been in a loop out in the shoveling snow. Koji Brash, Chris Ferreira, Gary Davlin, Ben Levy, Dennis Short, Sam Alvarado, Izzy Espinola, Don Shepard, Kevin Young Jr., and Mike Wren. And if I've missed anyone, I please, from the bottom of my heart, I did not mean to forget you with a list like that. You know, it was hard. I literally copied and pasted every single one of those names. So thank you for a beautiful birthday. I won't say how old I was. You won't say how old I was.
256.
Yeah, thanks. I was going to go a little younger than that. All right. And we're going to get down to some fan mail, and we're going to conclude this broadcast. So let's find that right now. Let's look for the fan mail I had saved.
That's probably over 3 minutes when you went over all that.
Oh, I bet. Okay, fan. It was fan questions. Search for fan questions. There we go. All right. So a few questions here. This one is from Jim Tata. Says, hey there, I just bought a new EVH Wolf Standard Hardtail built in 2014 in Indonesia. I'm thinking of hot rodding it. Where do I start? New pickups, thinking of the Frankenstein humbuckers, bridge, and or neck. I'm also thinking of new tuners. I'm happy with the guitar. I play mostly metal rock, anything from Metallica, Van Halen, etc. Please give advice. Feel free to provide an exact recipe, simple or complicated. Thanks for your time. Shred on, JT. So Jim, thank you very much for your fan mail inquiry. I'm going to tell you right off the get-go what I would recommend. Personally, now my opinion means nothing other than it's just my opinion. My opinion would be to pass on the Frankenstein pickups. Keep the Wolfgang pickups. They are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pickups. Now, you said yours is the hardtail, right? Did I read that? Yes. So there's not a lot of Futone options, fu-tone.com for you because you're the hardtail guy. So what I would do, it's easy for you. You don't have to do anything. Keep that guitar the way it is. Nothing needed as far as pickups. I really don't recommend pulling out the Wolfgang pickups to replace with the Frankenstein pickups. It's really two different beasts, and the pickups sound beautiful on their own. And I think you're going to find that the Wolfgang pickup has a real nice sweet spot as far as getting the tone, the Eddie Van Halen tone. I mean, there's so many guitars out there that you can get the Eddie Van Halen tone with, but you're going to do fine with that. So I maybe I've saved you some money. I don't think there's anything you need to do. If you had a tremolo on that, I would be talking a different story, and I'd be recommending a few other things. And I think there is another question in the fan mail submissions here that maybe further advancement. Thank you.
There's a hair on there that was bothering me like crazy.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Stephanie Warner from the UK, and this happens every once in a while. A lot of people think that the website is a Van Halen official website and things like that. It's not an official Van Halen entity by any means. So this happens every once in a while. People send questions thinking that it's an Eddie Van Halen outlet. But I'll read the question, and at least this will still get to Eddie Van Halen sometime down the road somehow. It says, hi, Eddie Van Halen. I know you receive loads of emails like this, so I hope you don't mind me getting in touch. I just wanted to thank you for making such amazing music and being such an inspiration to my son, Tyler. Tyler is such a massive fan of your music. He is playing one of your songs in the school Christmas concert. Tyler is all self-taught. Playing the guitar has helped him through some difficult times. I don't want to think where he would be now without the guitar to express and release all of his feelings. Tyler's dream now is to finish school and go to music college. We are constantly checking to see if you're going on tour, even if it means coming to America. Thank you so much for your time. Is there any possible chance of having an autograph personal to Tyler? It would mean it would be the most amazing gift he could ever wish for. Thanks again for your time, Stephanie Warner, Tyler Warner, age 16 in the UK. So first of all, very cool that they're going through to college and things like that as well too. Something I hope that you do.
I want to grow up to be a good musician when I'm older.
Are you still on there? Yeah, you got level. Good. You're good. Yeah, make sure you hold that up.
Yep.
I think that's awesome, and you're already starting off on the right foot as well too. But you know what? Very, very beautiful message. Thank you for sending that through, and I will do everything in my power to see that Eddie gets this message. Can't guarantee anything's going to happen with it, but I will at least guarantee I will try to get it to him. That's one thing. I don't promise things I can't deliver, so I can't promise he's going to do anything about it, and I can't even promise it's going to get to him. But I will funnel it through my channels, and at least do my best to get this message heard by Eddie. So thank you very much for sending that. This is from Eric Lefrio. Says, good evening. I am very excited to contact you. I've been playing guitar a few years and finally started to play a bit of EVH. I have a couple of Fender Wolfgang Specials, 2 Japanese and 2 Mexican, and an AX8, and a Mission Engineering Gemini amp. The sound is very good. I know it will get better as I improve. I've considered trying an EVH USA or Stripe Series guitar. I'm also considering trying to put a Frankenstein pickup in my EVH Wolfgang Special Stealth. What do you think? Should I try the Frankenstein pickup? I'm looking for the best possible Brown sound. Thank you very much. Any advice would be appreciated. I have read good things about the Frankenstein pickups. Looking forward to your broadcasts and videos. Take care, Eric. Okay, so as I was saying earlier to the last fan mail entry, again, I don't recommend changing the Frankenstein pickup, swapping out the Wolfgangs for the Frankenstein. If you've got a parts guitar at home or something you've bought, or maybe it's another guitar of another brand, whatever, and you really want to upgrade the pickups, and you have a choice between a Wolfgang and the Frankenstein pickup, I would maybe recommend the Frankenstein might be on your list for sure. But in this case, I don't recommend changing it. I think your sound is going to be pretty darn good with the Wolfgang pickup, but I do recommend, if you're one of the tremolo guitars, several things I do recommend. I recommend getting the brass block first and foremost from Adam at fu-tone.com. That will make incredible sustain jump out of the guitar right off the get-go. And then there's further things. If you want to reach out to me again in an email, I'll tell you exactly, and I'll send you the links to the exact things that you want. But I can kind of, in a nutshell, give you an idea. You want to get the stainless steel hardware, stainless steel locking nut screws at the top. You want to get the stainless steel string locks at the back, stainless steel saddle mounts, and then either titanium or the brass string lock blocks that will go inside. It doesn't exactly do all kinds of crazy things for the tone. It will help a little bit. The brass block does the most, but the rest of those parts that I'm telling you about will provide longevity to your guitar, no rust, corrosion, things like that. And there are some tone factors, but the biggest thing with those smaller pieces is longevity of the guitar. And the noiseless springs to go on the back of the guitar, I probably have a couple kicking around here. I use the black ones. Okay, those are one of the softest ones. I like the black ones, and I tend to only use 2 in a V pattern in the back of the guitar because I tune down to E flat, and that works perfect for me. Does that sound good?
Yep.
Sounds good. All right, next one is from Pete Hamrick. It says, patiently waiting for my LBX2 and cabinet to arrive. This will be my first tube amp, and I was wondering what cable is recommended for connecting the head to the cab. Thanks again. In a case like that, I wish I could actually grab one. I have one behind the couch, but I'm not going to go grab it at the moment. And I think that one came with my 100-watt head. Just a typical speaker cable. Make sure it is a speaker cable, not a guitar cable, an instrument cable, and a good heavy gauge. I'm not sure. It's like 16 gauge, something like that. I'm not even sure if that's the right gauge. I don't even know. I'm not fully educated on speaker gauge, cable gauge, I should say. Wire gauge is the word I'm looking for. But as heavy as gauge as you can get. Doesn't have to be long, depending on if you want to separate the head from the cabinet. But any brand is good. EVH obviously would be recommended. But go to your local, Fender dealer, authorized EVH dealer, pick one up. Or just any brand of speaker cable. Don't settle for just like over-the-counter kind of dollar store brand. Don't do anything like that. But get yourself a good cable. You shouldn't have to spend a lot of money on it. Last fan question for this one here. You want to read this one, Junior? From
yes.
Mel White. You don't have to read the email address, but from Mel White.
Hi, Eric. I've been watching and enjoying the videos on YouTube, and I was wondering, how do I find out when the live discussions usually take place? I have been out of the guitar game for a few years, and have come back now as my kids are a little older and I have free time again. And what time to come back with all of this EVH gear? I'm really excited to find out what any information you could you could give would be much appreciated. Kind regards. I think I can answer this one when the shows take place.
Go ahead.
You can be notified when they go up around on any of the platforms. I believe on Instagram, Facebook, and I think Twitter.
Yeah, Facebook is usually the sweet one. You know the address of that?
Facebook.com/EVH Gear TV.
You got it.
All right. But most of the official live ones with guests would be around 9 o'clock
Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern Standard Time, 9 p.m.
Yep. Fridays. This
week we're actually having a very cool guest on. You can mention to them who that is.
I'll let you do it because it's one of your favorites as well too, especially your favorite.
I believe it was Jennifer Batten.
That is correct.
The guitar player for Michael Jackson was
two hand tapping. You know,
Yep.
it's amazing stuff.
She was the guitarist for Michael Jackson during 3 years of the world tour.
Yeah. Looking forward to talking how her tones changed, and I really want to focus on her tone when she was with Michael Jackson. Very cool, compressed, a lot of effects and things like that back in the day. But it'll be fun, and you're gonna have fun with that show
for sure.
Yep.
But like as we were saying, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard 9 Eastern Standard Time, 9 o'clock p.m. That is.
Mm-hmm. That's every
sharp.
That's every Friday. And there will be some occasional oddballs like this one here. This would have been a live show tonight, but we had internet problems or YouTube problems. Excuse me. A lot of times I'll do unboxings. I'll do demos and reviews, sometimes live, some live performance-based broadcasts. So the best way to find out about that is I try to give as much notice as possible on social media. Now I know not everyone uses social media. There's like different platforms. Facebook, that's where I tend to post most of my things. I'll try to share them on on Twitter as well too. Instagram isn't necessarily the best for getting timely information out because it's not sorted in a chronological order. So you might see something that's 2 days old before you even get it. So I would much rather use something that's more up to date. So
active.
Yeah, Facebook is definitely where you want to be at. Facebook.com/EVH Gear TV. I'll post on there when we have something that's going to be off the beaten path as far as timing. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Friday. So, and Mel, I think I'm following you on Instagram as well too. So I see a lot of your guitar videos. You do some great stuff as well too. So Facebook.com/EVH Gear TV. And as Junior was saying too, as far as YouTube itself, if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe and turn on the post notifications, right?
Yes.
And you're usually notified within seconds that we're going live. And you have different options as well too. If you go to advanced options under the post notifications, you can say pop-up alerts and email alerts and all that kind of stuff. So most of the channels that I subscribe to, I get a notification right on my computer and my phone saying that they're going live, and a lot of times I'll get an email as well saying that so and so is going live.
Yeah, one thing I wanted to mention is that a lot of people out here who's watching my dad probably don't know who this is, but I'm learning a lot from my dad now, and I'm going to be interviewing someone January 12th.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of these popular Instagram stars.
Very popular, got several 100,000 followers, right?
Yeah, Dan the Meme Man. I'm going to be interviewing him.
It's his first celebrity interview, so I'm looking forward to that, helping him out a little bit. We're going to start preparing for that, so very proud of him.
The sled gang commander.
Yeah. He does some dangerous stunts, so we don't encourage to do what he does at home. We don't necessarily endorse what he does or condone or encourage. We certainly don't encourage it, but he is a celebrity, and it's Eric's first interview, and he's been very cool to Eric.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and one thing that he mentioned is he's moving away from these dangerous stunts because he actually had a very, very bad injury.
Yes, he's recuperating right now.
He lost his front tooth. It was a grown-up tooth as well. And he has to keep his mouth wired shut for almost 6 weeks.
Yeah, broken jaw and all that kind of stuff.
But one of the good news is that a lot of people are helping him out, and I don't want to get him on the show when he's when he can't speak well, because he'll be in a lot of pain and all that. But what he mentioned was that his mouth should be unwired by then. So.
Good. Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be a really, really cool show. If any of my followers, subscribers, have kids and they want to check out Eric's channel, I've mentioned it many times before, but you can actually just go to banerocks.com, BANEROX.com. And he has some cool videos on there. Now, he has one that's really popular right now. It's a puppet demo, where kind of unboxing and review. Now, I have to caution you. I'm going to give you my disclaimer right now. There are some swear words in that video. It's not Eric swearing. We don't condone it, and I do not allow him to swear. Trust me, I do not allow him to swear.
Cheesecake.
Yeah, he was mouthing the words, and we were playing some samples of this puppets, and he said a couple of choice words, and Eric was mouthing the words with the puppet, and that's it. We don't condone swearing, and he will not swear. It's a very cool, high quality video. You'll see that on there. So, warning to you parents, there are a couple swear words. So that's my disclaimer, getting that out in the open. So
if your children are over 13 and up, and
with discretion, use discretion anyways, and always watch what your kids are watching.
The thing is, though, I'm allowed to watch it because I know a little bit more than I should. Yeah,
Eric's been raised by adults, around adults more so than children. So
I taught Dad a couple words.
Yeah, he actually has. But not swear words, because he's not allowed to swear. But I learned some lingo and some hip terms and stuff like that. So listen, I'm not going to keep anyone. Yeah, there we go. I'm not going to keep anyone any longer. Thank you. So at least we are still able to bring you this content this evening that we wanted to do. Looking forward to seeing everyone this Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And a huge thank you to RØDE for that. A totally 100% surprise package. Thank you everyone for the beautiful birthday wishes. You made a great birthday. Very, very special to me. And thank you for the fan mail questions as well. So if you want to send some fan mail, you can do it through the Facebook page that we mentioned earlier, facebook.com/EVH Gear TV. All of these came through the website at evhgeardiscussion.com. I don't use that name as a show anymore, but it's still my website name, evhgeardiscussion.com. And all the links are down below as well, too. Speaking of links, I do really want to thank a huge shout out to all my new Patreon subscribers. I have a new Patreon page, which you'll see at the end of this video here in the end credits, patreon.com/EVH Gear TV. Some people have been jumping on board and really showing their support and helping, just keep the show alive. So there's going to be some names in the outro credits here as a courtesy thank you to those guys, phenomenal people. So I hope everyone had a great Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, all those beautiful things. Spending time with your family is what it's all about. And New Year's is just upon us, so we're looking forward to wrapping up 2017 with Jennifer Batten this Friday, and then some great things coming up early into the new year, 2018, kicking it off with Jason Becker. I think when we started the year off with Jason Becker, Paul Gilbert's coming up as well too. Joe Satriani is we're still going to be featuring Joe Satriani. It's going to be on the spur of a moment's notice, but I think we're going to hit 2018 running, so we're really looking forward to it. Going to be working a lot more with the boy here, who I'm very, very proud of, his talents, and I couldn't think of a better team than working with my son. So good kid, love him to death. And we will let you go. Going to turn over to the end credits here, and we're going to conclude the show, and look forward to seeing you this Friday at 9 p.m. And I certainly hope we have better connection, or YouTube has whatever their problem is worked out. This will be uploaded. It is around 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time right now. I'm sure it should be up live by about 11 p.m. But timing doesn't matter to you guys anyways. Give me a like and subscribe, all that good stuff. I'd really appreciate it. And we will see you very, very soon. Until next time.
Cheers.
I am now on Patreon. If you enjoy my content and wish to support my channel and what I do, then please check out my Patreon page at patreon.com/EVH Gear TV. Your support assures the continued growth of this channel and a fun community in which to share our love for Van Halen, music gear, and much more.
Hey, my name is Eric, and I'm playing the Frankenstrat guitar.
Video production services provided by Design 39 Media. Visit design39media.com for all your website, photography, and video production needs.